Alice in Borderland is not only breaking hearts, but it is also breaking records. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. And we need to talk a little bit about Alice in Borderland today, specifically Season 2. I've currently watched it all. Now, we are uploading reviews to the channel. Unfortunately, we're only on episode 2, but I'm hoping to get the next 6 episodes out relatively quickly. Maybe even by the end of the week, just getting caught up. I've had a busy schedule. So if you want to see more Alice in Borderland reviews, make sure you subscribe, and they will be coming soon. If you've never heard of Alice in Borderland, well, it's a Netflix series based on a graphic novel by Haruo Aso, and it's about 2 characters that are chasing the mystery of the Borderland as they try to return to the real world. But enough about me talking about that. If you haven't seen it, then what you need to do is, you need to sit down, you need to log into Netflix, and you need to watch Season 1, Episode 1. But let's talk more about the records that Alice in Borderland has just broken here. So, worldwide, in the USA, Seasons 1 and 2 are occupying the top 2 spots this week on Netflix's chart of top 10 non-English shows. That's pretty incredible. So, out of all the non-English shows, Alice in Borderland has the top 2 spots, Season 1 and Season 2. And combined with all the shows, they're currently number 6 on Netflix. So if you add in all the English-speaking shows, all the English shows, they are 6th on Netflix. But if you just take the non-English shows, then they're 1st and 2nd. So, I mean, that is pretty incredible there, to have 2 seasons in the top 10 and 1st and 2nd as well. Plus, Netflix has recently just come out there and confirmed that Alice in Borderland is now the most watched Japanese series ever. Now, you could maybe argue that there hasn't been that many Japanese series, but you know what? I think it's still a very, very good record to have. Now, for the 7-day period that ended on December 25th, Alice in Borderland Season 2 was the number 1 non-English show on Netflix, garnering 61.1 million hours viewed worldwide. That's insane. That is insane. And coming in on the number 2 spot was Season 1 of the series, and that grabbed 18.6 million hours viewed worldwide. That's a hell of a lot of hours, man. And that's crazy that they occupy both top spots. Furthermore, Alice in Borderland Season 2 hit the top 10 list in 90 countries in its first week. 90 countries. I didn't even think Netflix was available in 90 countries, but apparently it is, and it's currently the number 1 series in 9 of those countries. The show first debuted on Netflix 2 years ago. It's just back with Season 2, and Season 2 is doing incredibly well. So, I mean, there's no denying that Alice in Borderland is a success. Alice in Borderland is doing great, and with ratings like this, breaking records like this, then I don't see why we can't get a Season 3. I really, really don't. The fact that the numbers are so good, the fact that it's got so many hours viewed, the fact that it's number 1 and 2 in non-English shows, the fact that it's still even in the top 10 if you combine all the shows on Netflix, it shows you how popular this series is. And the fact Season 2 is coming out, it's also it's also getting people to go back and watch Season 1. It's not often that happens, it's not often that Season 1 of a show will trend back into the top 10 just because Season 2's came out, but that's happened here with Alice in Borderland. So there can be no doubt that Alice in Borderland is doing great. Now, will this record be broken when Squid Game Season 2 comes out? I know Squid Game is very popular. It probably will be, but until Squid Game Season 2 comes out, I can't see anything knocking Alice in Borderland off their perch in terms of having the first 2 seasons ranked in the top 10, and not just the top 10, 1st and 2nd. So that's incredible. An incredible achievement for the show, and it gives me faith that we will see a Season 3, and I think we need to see a Season 3. I'm not going to give any spoilers as to how Season 2 ended or what happened or who died, but what I will say is I think there is a possibility. Based on how Season 2 ended, I think it's 50-50. I think it ended in a way that if there was no Season 3, it would be okay, it would make sense. But I think it also left the door open for another season. So I think it just depends really on A, the success of the show, and B, if they want to do a third season. Now, again, this is based on a graphic novel, and as far as I'm aware, I think the novel was, I think they've like taken all the context, I think they've taken all the source material from the novel and used it in the first two seasons. Now, I could be wrong there, I'm not 100% sure on that. I think it's an estimated guess, it's an educated guess, alright? But I'm pretty sure that they've used all the content from the novel, but that doesn't mean that they couldn't come up with a season 3. They could still do it if they wanted to, and you know what? I hope they do, because I enjoyed season 1. I enjoyed season 2. If you want to see more, you can check out the reviews. I think season 2, it's weird. Season 2, in some ways, you know, it outdoes season 1. There's some things that are incredible about season 2. Some of the things in season 2 are great, but there's also some things that are just like borderline unforgivable, and it's mixed. You know, I would say season 1 is kind of like, season 1's like solid all the way through. I'd say season 1's like, you know, there's no like 10 out of 10 episode, but there's no bad episode either. You know, it's like very, very solid. I mean, I'd say it's like an 8 out of 10 all the way through. Now, Alice in Borderland season 2, I think I would rate I'd rate season 2 an 8 out of 10 as well. But what I would say, it fluctuates. I mean, there's one episode you're like, damn, that's a 10. Then the next episode's not that good. You think, maybe it's a 6. And then something great will happen, and you think, wow, that was brilliant, that was epic. And then in the next scene, something not so great will happen. You think, oh, that's kind of ruined the show a little bit for me. So yeah, I mean, I think season 1 was more consistent. Season 2 is like, you know, has its mad spikes and then it has its low dips. But overall, both seasons, I think, have been really, really good. And I am looking forward to a season 3. And I think with the success of season 1, season 2, and of course now season 1 again with season 2 being released, I think there's every chance, guys, that we will get a season 3. So let me know down below in the comments. First of all, do you want a season 3? Do you want to see season 3 of Alice in Borderland? And what do you think of season 2? What do you think of season 1? Which season do you prefer? Let me know that all down below, guys, in the comments. I will reply to every single one of these. Cannot wait to hear what you have to say. I'm divided. Honestly, I can't even tell. I mean, like I said, there's reasons why I prefer season 1. There's reasons why I prefer season 2. For me, they're really, really similar. But the only thing I would say is that I think season 1 is more consistent, whereas season 2 is like, you know, 1 minute's great, next minute's not so great. But both really enjoying them. So yeah, that's it, guys. Let us know what you think. I'll catch you in the next video. And like I said, episode 3 of season 2, the review, should be up soon. If not tonight, it will be up tomorrow morning. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next video. But until then, been Fog Entertainment. Thanks for watching and peace.